Okay, we'll start. Hi guys, today we'll start like in last session we have learned join types and we have learned also uh, inner join. So today we'll learn left join, right join, full outer join and cross join and what's their real time use. So give me one more minute, I will start the session. Okay, so as you know that we'll start it now. What's happening? Guys, please confirm me that those are like whether I'm audible or not. I'm getting an error at my end. I'm not sure.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you, sir, for confirming. Okay, give me just 1 minute. We have already wasted 7 minutes. Okay, no problem. We'll start now. Thank you for joining. And in last session, we have covered what are the joins, what is the use of the joins, and what are the different types of the joins. Okay, and in today's session, we will learn mm, left join, right join, and full outer join, and cross join, and self join. Okay, so the other rest of the joins. So as you know that we use joins to if you want data from one or two or more tables, then we will use join. Okay. Uh, Let me go to the inner join. Yeah, we have learned inner join. So in case of the inner join, uh, this is where if you want to exact matching data from both the tables or if there are many tables involved, then it will give the results where all the conditions are satisfied in on clause or where clause. So you in case of the inner join, you can write the condition in inner in in on condition as well as in where clause. Let me show you the two ways how you will write the inner join. Mm, Let SSMS opens. Okay. So to connect to SSMS, just type your server name and then click on connect option. Let me go to SQL Server tutorial. Last time we have created two tables. One was person and another was city master. Okay. So let me take that part first. So select star from person details. This was our table name. And there was another city master, right? Let's start from city underscore master. Let me check the exact table name. City master, okay. We are getting error because we are not into SQL tutorial database and these tables are existing in SQL tutorial database. Okay, now let me show you how to write a inner join in in two ways. So the statement is select. I want the data from both the tables, so I will take all the column names. I will give alias to this table as PD and then inner join. Then the second table name is it. Now I hope now it's better. Let me check the settings. I hope I'm like audible to all of you. Okay, so as CM is the another name we have just given to this one city master table. I will take the column names from person details. I will write person ID, then comma PD dot name as person name, and instead of PD dot I will go city name. I will take city name from city ID from city master table and then same dot city name from again city master and we'll write a condition in on clause. So cm dot city ID equals to pd dot city ID. So let me execute this query. We will get only matching rows. Okay. Let me execute this query in different windows so that you will get a clear idea or you can visualize the same thing. Okay. See, let me show you both the windows side by side. Then here, okay. Now you can see there is a matching record for person Maisha city ID 1. You can see there is a city ID 1 in this table and again, for Jay, Viru, and Maisha, these are the records where there is city ID. In case of Rahul, there is no city ID present, so we are not getting that record. And now, what I will do, I will show you another way. This is one way to use the join, inner join. The other way is, as I mentioned, you can use a specify condition in where clause. So now, instead of the inner join, put a comma and then instead of where on just put where and execute the same, so you will get the same output. Okay, let me show you this one also. The earlier output, okay, the first output is of on clause using on clause and the second output using where clause. So this is the inner join. In inner join we will get the matching data. Now what? I want this record also, right? I want all the data from the person tables and matching data from only matching data from the city master table. So how can I get? So we will use left join to get the data. Let me show you. I will copy the same thing here and we'll go for this is the inner join. Okay, let me close this window. Bring this window here. Oh, it's not coming. Okay, no problem. So this is my table structure or the data which is this is not a table structure. This is data present in person details and city master table. Let me take one more. Now we will write left join. Okay. So instead of this inner join, you can use just left keyword. This table is at left my left hand side and this is at right hand side. Okay, after left join. Whatever comes after left join keyword, you this is treated as the right side and this is whatever present at the right sorry left side or the like after form clause or prior to this left keyword, then it is treated as the left side. Okay. Now what I want, I said I want like in case of the inner join, right? We were not getting the Rahul's record. Let me show you. See, in case of inner join, I was not getting the Rahul's record. So, but Rahul's record is present in person details table, right? And it was not part of inner join queries output. Now I want that part, so how can I get it? Just I kept keyword instead of the inner join, I kept left join here. I'm using left join now. Let's see how it works. Yeah, now see, though there is a no matching city ID from city master table. Let me put this way as city ID from CM. Okay, CM meaning that this is from the city master table. Okay, and let me check. Let me get it city ID again from as city ID from PD. That is the person details table. Let me execute the same query. Now see. There is no city ID, okay. So this city ID is coming from city master table and there is no matching, right? So you can see the city ID here in case of person details table, there is null record. So there is no matching exist in uh, city master table for this particular record. So in the in city ID field from city ID city master table I am getting null and in case of the city name also I am getting null. So if there is no match for a particular record, then in that particular field you will get a null if there is no match. So this is an left join, okay. So in if I want the same thing using right join, so in right join also what happens, you will get the same result matching from the right side table and non-matching from matching from the matching as well as non-matching from right table and only matching from left side. Let me execute the same statement using right join. So instead here what I will do, I will use the right keyword, okay, and I will just switch this table. Okay, now you know that this is my left table and this is right table. And what why I want? I want all that data from the person details table again using right join. How can I use? How can I will get the all data from this table which is at the right side? Just use the right join. You will get the same result. Let's see. See, the output of the both the queries is same. See, the output is same. So what I did, I just swap the table order and instead of the left join, I use right join. Now what I want all the data from city tables, and if there is no match for a particular record, then I want only matching data from this person details and all data from this city master table using right join. How can I achieve? Let me show you. Mm, just right join, okay. we use right join only keyword. And you know that there is a city called Sangli, and no one is staying in Sangli city, or no one is there from Sangli city. There is no record which there is no person who belongs to Sangli city. Okay, so let me execute this query. You will get a clarity on right join, how it works. Okay, so how it works, like for this, let me pull it again. Okay, so there is. mm, There is a matching, right? You can see here. For Maisha, there is a city. She's from Mumbai. Then this Misha, she's again from Mumbai. Jay is from Pune. Viru is from Delhi. But there is no record for rate. So in person tables field, you will get null values, right? And from city master, we require uh, all data, right? We require all cities from city master table, so we have used right join. So this is the right join. So if you want all data from the right side of the table and matching data from the left side table, you should go with right join. Now what I want, I'm not interested into other tables, right? Other records, these records. I want only uh, this record where there is no person. I want the city name uh, where no one is living or no one is staying. So how can I achieve? You can look at the result, right? You can clearly see there is a person ID, and for the fifth row, the value is null, right? Even in name case or even city ID from person table, there is no record, or you can see a null is present. So to get a null data, how we like how we will get it? So you know that like to get a null records, we use is null function. So to get this record, only this record, you will use. Let me show you. Like just put a where clause, where this person ID is null, right? PD dot person ID is null. So see, we are getting a record where no one is living, right? So no one is there in the Sangli city. I mean, here we can easily predict that there is only one city, Sangli city. There is no one living. But if you have millions of records, how can you predict? Uh, so to get that data, you just use this person ID as is null, so that you will get all the records where no one is there or there is no matching for a particular city. Then, okay. So now what I want no matching plus non-matching data from both the table. Okay. So how can I get? To get the data from both the table, matching plus non-matching, there is a simple query. Okay. Uh, there is one more join is called as a full outer join. Okay. Let me explain you one more thing. Okay. You can use right or outer keyword here, right outer join, and you will get the same result. So that outer keyword is an optional. See, earlier also we got this record. Okay, so this outer keyword is optional. You can use it or you can't use, like you can avoid it. It's up to you. So let me explain. Full outer join equals to ma matching plus non matching plus non matching data from both the table. Okay, so to get the data from both the table, matching plus non-matching, we we will use full outer join. Okay, just change it to full outer join and remove this clause. So you are getting now six records. See, one, two, three, four. These four records are from these. Sorry, let me put a order by ctad, right? C dot cm dot. Okay. So null. Yeah, these records, these are matching records, okay, and this is non-matching record from the left side table, and this is non-matching record from the right side table. So first one is the middle one, right? These are matching records. This one is non-matching from the person details table, and this is non-matching from right side, that is the city master table. You will get all the data here, okay, matching plus non-matching data. So you can see here also there is no matching for this fourth record, Sangli record. Still you are getting that part. There is no matching city ID in uh, city master table. Still you are getting this record. Okay. Now what I want this record and the fourth record. Okay. So how can you get that record? I want only non-matching records. Okay. So to get the non-matching records, just look at the output of this table. You will get a clear idea. So this person ID is null, meaning that this is non-matching record from the city master table. And then there is one more record. Okay. So this record, there is no matching record, or there is no matching city ID in right side table. So you will get that one also. So you can look at this here, right? So this is null. City ID from CM is null, and this one either of like I mean, if the city ID from CM table is null, I want that record. Or what I want, if there is no matching record in the city person details table, I want that. So how can I achieve that? So it's simple. Just go to where clause, look at the data. Now earlier to get a non-matching record in case of right join, what we did, we use pd dot person ID is null. So now in this case, what you will get? You will get only one record. Okay, let me show you. This you will get this record, but there is one more record. This fourth Rahul and null. There is no city. So to get that record, the condition is you have to put or condition. Okay, either of it. That is cm dot city ID is null. See, you are getting non-matching records. So, and one more thing, this cm.citid or the pd.citid, the order of these fields are not like matter. You can put this at the first place, and then you can put this one at the second place. You will get the same output. There will be no change in the output. Let me show you what this one also. Yeah, just change pd.citid or cm.ctid. There is no output. You will get the two records also. Mm, okay. So, like, where these most of the time you will be using left join and inner join. In rare cases, you will go for the right join, and in rare cases, you will be using a full outer join. So, these are the different types of the join. Let me show you one more example of cross join. Okay, so cross join is a Cartesian product. Basically, if there are four rows in first table and there are two rows in second table, then it will do a Cartesian product. That is 4 into 2 is equal to 8. So you will get 8 rows. In our case, we have 5 records in first table and 4 records in second table. So we will get 5 into 4 is 20 records. Okay. So and like for each person ID or city ID, it will match with this city ID. Okay, I mean basically there will be no match. You will get the data, and there is no uh, condition is specified. I mean condition like on condition will not be applied in case of the cross join. Let me copy this code and I will show you the same thing to you. Instead of the join, I will put cross join and remove all the conditions. Okay, just execute this query. See, as I mentioned, you will get a 20 records. Okay, so for the first ID, then city 1 for this person to 111. Okay, so for this one first record, you will get four records. How many? Four records from the second table. For the second ID, where it is? Oh, the for first five record, you will get five records from this record. Uh, like yeah, for this one you will get this one. Then for again, like if you check at Maisha here, right, you will get Pune. Then at third place where it is here also again you will get a Delhi. Okay, so there is a multiplication M into N. And if there is a data in both the table, if there is a uh, duplicate data, okay, in that case also cross join will happen. Let me show you that example also, and it will ask during interview most of the time. So let me create a simple scenario. Create table test one. Then there is a field called the ID and name char one. Okay, let me put this way and int. Okay, or let me drop this one. Instead of the I1, I will keep T1 ID. Okay, I have created test T1 table. Now there is table called T2 and it has a you can put T1 also or T2. T2 will be more easy for us. Okay, so we have created two tables, test 1 and test 2. Now let me insert records into it. Insert into T1, then values 1. Let me copy this. Okay, I will keep only three records. Okay, values. Then the name is CPNC. Insert into T1. One. Oh, the table name is test1. Okay. So instead of the test, now what I will do? I will put a test2 and I will execute the same query. Okay. Oh, there is a mistake. Okay, no problem at all. Select star from test1. This is the very favorite question of all interviewers. They will ask this question definitely. See. Now they will ask question, they will give a scenario where like data is duplicate in both the table, and they will ask mm what how many number of rows it will return in case of the inner join, what how many numbers of rows it will return in full outer join, left join, and right join, okay, and even in cross join. So let me show you how it works. So we'll write a join statement. Let me take this one this side. And that's good. So this is test one and this window is test two, okay. Now inner join uh, from this table, right? We'll call it as T1 inner join, or you can even put kept like only join. So if you see only join keyword, meaning that it's a inner join, then T2 as T2 T1 on T1 dot T1, or you can call this one as A table, okay? Table B, okay? It will be easy for us because our column names are also same. Then B dot T2, right? Now let me put A dot T1 comma A dot name, then B dot T2 and comma B dot name. Let me do one change here. I will truncate this table, okay? Table 2. Oh, it's not working. Yeah, it's there. Trunc truncate. What truncate does? Truncate will only remove the data from the table, and it won't remove the structure, okay? This is a DDL command. Truncate table, this one. So let's see, there is no data. There is no data, right? Only column name it has written. Let me uncomment it. Instead of, I won't see D and E here. Now let me execute this one. So for bifurcation, it will be easy for us. Okay. Let me execute this one. So in case of the inner join, right? I said there will it like in case of the inner join, it will return a matching rows from both the table. So you may think there's like this for this record there is only one matching. For this record there is only one matching. There is for this record there is only one matching. And you may say like it will return only three rows. No, it's not like that. For a single record, for this record, how many matching records are there in the B table? One, two, three. So for this record, you will get one, two, three records. For this record, how many matching are there in the B table? One, two, three. Again, three records. For this record, again, there are three records. So if the data is duplicate in the both the table, cross join will happen. Okay. So we can see here, like we have three records on like there is matching. We are checking condition on T1 and T2, and there are t three matching from both the three rows are matching, right? So there are three rows basically. So how like it will do a cross join and we will get a result three into three. That is three rows from the first table and three rows from the second table. You will get how many records? Nine records. Let me show you. See, for this first T1, let me do the order by so that it will be easy. Order by T1 dot name. Okay. Oh, it's throwing me answer. Oh, sorry, A1 dot name because I have given alias A1. Oh, sorry, A. See, you can see for one, right? It has written A three times. Okay, so for this one, there are three records. These are coming from the first table, that is T1, and we are getting data corresponding to how many records? Three records, one, two, three. C, D, E. Again, for this record, you know that. Let me execute these both the queries and explain you. This is the output of this statement. Okay, this select statement, and the below one is for our inner join. Now let's see how many rows we are getting. For this A1, T1 name A, it will match. It will give three records. See, these are the first three records. Okay, this one is the one, then this one D, and this one is the third record. So same will applies for the rest of the records too. Okay, so let me do a join now on name. Okay, so how many records are matching there? None of them is matching, right? Okay, no problem. What we will do, I will add one more records, few more records, the both the table, and I will show you. I will add one more record to F and in T1 F instead of A1 I will add Z. Okay. Now let's see how many records it will return. So for first three, it will return how many? 3 into 3 cross chain, 9 records, and there is only one matching, right? So it will return 1. So we will get how many rows we will get? We get only 10 rows. Okay, you can see 10 rows. So there is only one matching. Okay, if there is one more matching in the table A or B, let me add same record again. Instead of the chair, we'll keep Y. Uh, Let me execute query again. Now we have two more records, right? These are two. So for these two, there is one record. So 2 into 1, 2. So this will give me 9 records because 3 into 3, 9. And these 2 into, there is one record. So you will get, for 1, you will get 3 into 3. Sorry, 3 into 3 equals to 9 records. For 2 records, for the second record, you will get 2 into 1. That is these two, right? One, two records, and there is only one record. So you will get these two. So total 9 plus 2 equals to 11 records. Let me see, you can see clearly right here also. 11 records are written. What if there is a null record? Let me put null in T2 now. Here I will put null. Hmm, Instead of F, we'll put K. So I added null record in this table. Here is a null. Okay, so in case of inner join, null will be ignored, and I will add null even table 1 also. I will put P here. Okay, let's see. In inner join, we are doing join on T1, right? T1 and T2. So in inner join, this null will not be equal to null. So ex, it will exclude that record and it will give you how many records? 3 into 3, 9, and 2 into 1, 2. Total 12, 11 records. So still you are getting 11 records. Let me change into a left join. Now, you know that in case of the left join, you will get a matching plus non-matching records. Okay. So how many matching records are there? Basically, 11 records are matching, and there is one non-matching record from table 1. That is, now in this case, this null record, right? P, the name P. This record is not matching. Let me execute left join. So you will get, right, 12, like 11 matching records plus 12th one is from the left table. So if there is null, in that case you will get one more additional record. Otherwise, if the data is same, and in that case, like for left join, right join, or inner join or full outer join, you will get the like same number of records. Let me show you. Let me delete this null record from both the table. To delete that record, how can we write a condition statement delete from table 1, right? This one, that is test 1, where ID is null. So that it will delete where, oh, ID no. The column name is T1. Okay, so it has deleted that one. Let me delete the same thing from table 2 also. Test, that is test 2. And now you can see how many records are there. We have 5 records. Out of 5, 2 is 2 times and 1 is 3 times. Okay, and here also 1 is 3 times and 2 is 1 time. Okay, and in case of left join, you will get the same. Like in case of inner join, you will get 11 records. Now let's see in case of left join. Again, you will get 11 records because there is no matching, right? There is no non-matching record. Everything is matching. Okay, so you will get same number of records. In case of right join, you will get same number of records. That is the 11. See here, and now I will show you full join. See, you are getting same number of records because there is no non-matching records, and even in case of the cross join also. Cross join, and in cross join there is no need to specify the condition. Okay, see. Oh, yeah, in cross join. Oh, yeah, in cross join we will get, actually cross join is m into n. So you will get like how many records there in the first table into number of records in the second table. In our case, in first table there are 5 records. In second table there are 4 records. So you will get that much number of the rows. So let me, okay. Let me delete one thing from this table. Let me delete the second number of records. Okay. Delete from, test 1 where T1 equals to 2. Right. I want to delete this record. And now in case of test 2 also I want to delete that record. Let me execute this one now. Yeah. Now we will get the same number of records in the both the table. Like in all the cases, even in cross join also you will get same number of records, that is 9. See, 9 records. In a left join, right join, you will get 9. Even if in case of left join, you will get the same number of records. And even in case of the inner join, you will get same number of records. So make sure if there, just check the data, okay, if there is any matching records more, if there is more than one matching records, then just do a cross check for that particular record, that is m into n for that particular row, and then do just check matching and non-matching. And while doing left join, and if your input has or a table has a null values, just add that null values, okay, or non-matching records, and that is your final output. So this is all about the joins. Let me show you one more example, that is the self join. uh, Let me check whether I have a table details of employee details. Oh, there is no record exist, okay. Mhm, mhm. MP table employee. Okay, so you can see here, here this is the employee 25, and employee name is Salman. His manager ID is null, meaning that he is the manager, he is the boss of all. And even in case of the 30th record, Siddharth, he is again boss of all, meaning that this Siddharth and Salman are working at the same level. This Ranbir, he is an employee, even this is an employee, but he is the boss. This employee ID 26, Ranbir, okay, and his manager ID is 25, meaning that Ranbir's manager is Salman, okay. Even in case of the Ritik, the manager is again, who is the manager? Manager is Salman. In case of Amir, manager ID is 27, meaning that Ritik is a manager, okay. So again, in case of Amir, manager is Ritik. In case of the Shahid, manager is Amar, same like below. Now what I want employee ID, employee name, manager ID, and manager name. You can see there is no manager name. Okay, so how can we get? If you do a self join, then you will get a manager name. So, like if the data, I mean, if there is a relational data present in the same table, then you will get like you have to join a self. You have to do a self join to get the relation between manager and employee, or if there is any relation, like if there is any hierarchy followed, that time you have to use self join. Okay, let me write a query. Now I will explain how it works. Okay, now let me show you. So this is like one query. We can consider this as, give me 1 minute. Okay, let me show you how self-join works. Okay, now consider this as E1. Okay, now we want to do a self-join and we want to identify who is the manager of Ranbir. In this case, you know that the manager is Salman, and we want that name, the Salman name, in front of this Ranbir. Okay, how can we do that? Let's join, do a inner join. Okay, actually we have to use a left join, but I will use a inner join and I will explain what's the problem. We will not get two records. So this is my table. I will remove that. This is my another table as E2 on. Now, even you know that this even, what is the even? Even is a employee, right? So we want to join employee ID of even or a manager ID of the even table with employee ID of this E2 table. Now, how can we write a query? It's simple. Just uh, then write a condition that is E1 dot emp ID, or we will go for manager ID. Okay, manager ID equals to, now from here we'll join on this emp ID. Okay, we want to identify the relation between manager ID and the employee ID, and this data is present in the same table. So for that purpose, we have to join we have to go for inner join. Now let me show you E2 dot employee ID. Now this is as E1 as a employee ID. Okay. Now E1 dot employee name as, we can consider as employee name, or we will not do any kind of modification. Then again from E1 dot manager ID as manager ID. Now we want a name from manager name. Okay, so how we'll get it? You will get it from this table. Okay, we will write E2 dot manager ID and let me execute this query. See here we are getting, oh, what's oh sorry, instead of the manager ID I should write EMP name. We want the employee name, right? Manager name. See, but where is the Salman and Siddharth? Okay, the you can see. Let me show you the query in another window. The output of the first query in other window. Let it go up little bit. Go up. Okay, you can see. So this Salman is also an employee, but we are not getting that, right? Ranbir, yes. Ranbir, we are getting it, and his manager is Salman. Okay, because his manager ID is 25 and 25 IDs of this employee. Employee ID Salman. Okay, we are getting that part, but where is Salman's record in employee name and Siddharth's record in mm this output? It's not there because we have used join, and in case of join we will get only matching data. To get a non-matching data we should use left join. Let me explain. Let me execute. Now you will get, see, this Salman is coming, then Ranbir's manager is Salman, again Rutik's manager is Salman, Amir's manager is Ratik. You can see then. Like in case of the Siddharth also we are getting the data. Okay. For these all three people, right? And this Varun and this Kabir, the manager ID is 30, that is Siddharth. And in case of Raj, his manager ID is Shahid. His manager ID is 29 and 29 employee ID is of Sahid or Shahid. You can call anything. So you'll get it. So when self join is used, self join is basically used when it, if there is a relationship exist in the same table, or if you want to get the hierarchical data, you have to execute. When we learn the city part, that time I will show you the levels also. This is at the level 1, this is at level 2, this is also level at 2, this is at the level 3. So using city and union all, that is the recursive city, we will get the record. You know that this is Salman is at the higher level and this Siddharth is also at higher level, meaning that they are CEO of the company or head of the company. You can consider, and these are the other peoples. So, like for that, we have to like I will explain the CTA part. CT is a common table expression, and from there, by using recursive CT, we will get also levels. So today we will stop here, and tomorrow we will cover subqueries. There is self subquery and or there is a simple subquery and correlated subquery and what is their use. So thank you for joining.